Yo, I'm feeling this little rock week vibe right now. So I'm hyped to keep it going. Roll it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Channel's name is TheThirdErnest. I'm Ernest Sariano III, y'all guys' third family. If you're new here and you're not subscribed and you like what you see at the end of the video, consider clicking the subscribe button bottom right hand corner. Now, obviously, we're a couple of videos into Rock Week, and whether or not you consider the artists, you know, whether they're rock or whether they're not rock, they're heavy metal or whatever, you know, all the subgenres, they're all not rap. So for me, everything that I'm hearing is considered rock. And 3 Days Grace is no exception to the rule. 3 Days Grace, I haven't heard them in some time now. Like, I remember I think I was in high school when 3 Days Grace, or maybe early college, whenever they were like coming in and they were like exploding onto the scene, I guess you could say. But as always, I never heard any of the tracks that were not on the radio because I don't really listen to rock like that. I don't listen to 3 Days Grace like that, but I knew who they were and I did fuck with their radio tracks. So I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this Patreon request. This Patreon request comes from, it looks like Machine Gun, but spelled kind of weird on purpose. So yo, I appreciate your Patreon subscription, especially at the tier that allows you to get a request in. Anybody else that wants to potentially support the channel and help me out, I do this full time strictly because of the people who support on Patreon. So if you're in a monetary position to do so and you get enough enjoyment out of the channel, consider checking the Patreon, first link in the description. But that's really all that I gotta say. I'm excited for this. Follow your boy on Instagram and on Twitter at TheThirdErnest, just like the channel. Links are down in the description below. And we got 3 Days Grace. Wake up. Let's get it.
I'm not sober all the time, and you bring me down, at least you try, until we see this eye to eye. I don't want you.
I forgot that I do like this dude's voice. Like I said, it's been a minute. I might have one 3 Days Grace track on my phone from like college. I lied. I have a couple. I have You Don't Get Me High Anymore, and then Never Too Late. It's not too late. It's never too late. That one, that's a vibe. And then this one right here, I Hate Everything About You, obviously. 03? Holy, whoa, how old am I, bro? 2003 when this album was released? I didn't know because it says 2019 is when this was uploaded. I know it's not from last year, but I didn't realize it was 03, 18 years ago? There's no way that math is right. 03, 13 is 10 years, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yo, I'm old as fuck.
Don't want you. I must be running out of luck, 'cause you're just not drunk enough to fuck. And now I've had it up to here, and I don't want you. It took so long to say you walked away from me. When I need you, wake up, I'm pounding on.
You walked away from me when I don't need you, and it took too long to say this. I don't know how. Obviously, I don't know. He's probably talking about a love since he said you're too drunk to fuck. I'm assuming he's not talking about like a parental figure who wasn't there for them. But yo, they hit.
When I need you, wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I'm not the man I was before. Where the hell are you? When I need you, wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I won't hurt you anymore. Where the hell are you? When I need you.
Yo, just that. First off, the song sounds good. Like this is exactly the sound that I would be expecting from a 3 Days Grace track that I had never heard. Like it is exactly the way I remember him. Like I'm not being let down whatsoever by the sound of the song or the sonics or his voice or like the instrumentation or anything like that. It's solid. And just the sentiment of like feeling like you need that person, but they won't be there for you. You know, it's like it's a very sad situation to be in, to feel like you've been betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's by family, friendship, loved one, you know, significant other. It's just sad.
I'm not angry all the time, and you push me down, at least you try, until we see this eye to eye. I don't want you. It took so long to say you walked away from
I was just about to say that the difference in him saying like I don't want you, but you walked away when I need you, just like you can't help but to need. You could try to walk away from somebody but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna need them, or you feel the anger which makes you want to walk away, but you can't because you think that you need that person. You know, it's like sad lyrics, but because of his voice and because of it, like just the nature of rock, it makes it sound more like I'm sad, but I'm angry because of the hurt that I feel from the sadness. You know.
When I need you, wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I'm not the man I was before. Where the hell are you? When I need you, wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I won't hurt you anymore. Where the hell are you? When I need you.
So, little instrumentation, a little instrumental bridge. Let the instrumentation breathe a little bit before we go into the probably either a bridge or into the last hook. When is it a hook? Is it a hook whenever it's not like singing, or is it a hook all the time? Like what's the difference between a hook and a verse, or a hook and I know the hook and a verse. What's the difference between a hook and a chorus?
I need you. It took so long to say you walked away from me. When I need you.
Yo, this is clean. Yo, that was clean right there. Like to go from the, I guess it's gonna be the last chorus repeated twice, or like the pre-chorus and then the chorus, to not just go straight into it, like to let that instrumentation all drop out and just the guitar and then the drum fill to like bring us back into the last portion of the song. That was dope. I like that shit. Right here.
Wake up, I'm pounding on.
One of the best drum fills of all time. Might go down as my top. Is Tool, Sober. Whenever that intro into the song, fire.
Wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I'm not the man I was before. Where the hell are you? When I need you, wake up, I'm pounding on the door. I won't hurt you anymore. Where the hell are you? When I need you.
Fire. I fuck with that song 100. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I can't believe how bad that this song has dated me. Yo, I'm old as fuck. Hey, who was it? 3 Days Grace, Machine Gun. I appreciate it, man. Or I honestly don't know. It could be unisex. It's just a username. But yo, I appreciate the throw blast from the past big time. But yo, that brings us to the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you see, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment down below. If you like what you see enough, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. All of those things help the channel for free. It helps the community grow and push us out there, you know? And if you are in a monetary position and you do get enough enjoyment out of the channel and you want to consider becoming a Patreon, I would greatly appreciate it. It is literally the only way that the channel pushes forward, and everybody plays their part. The people who can't afford Patreon or don't want to do it, and then the people that are on Patreon that allow me to stay in front of this camera full time. So if you're in that position, please consider clicking the first link in the description. But that's really all that I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord, all linked in the description below. But like I always say at the end of my videos, go out there in the world, love and care for one another, love and care for each other, and I'll catch everybody in the next video. Peace.